EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati.
Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on them here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To the air again, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry.
Finding space at the 40.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 88 yards.
And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
He completes it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that's been playing before win game one? Right. Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the...
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Point after here coming up. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And now Burrow gonna be intercepted yet again. And the Texans are gonna take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And here comes the Texans now.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Brought down just shy of the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Joe Mixon on the carry. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Boyd. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And now out comes Houston. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead. Put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Landry. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. Landry.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get around one would-be tackler, but not much room after that. The window closes. He gets 2 yards there, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build up.
And now here is another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position, as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st down, Landry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now, Landry, and he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 26.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Landry.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 5.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd and 9 now.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
They'll run on first down. Landry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are pouring it on. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. first down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And Burrow going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down.
Burrow, slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31,
Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. To the air again, Burrow.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. On second down, they'll run it here.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
From the gun, here's Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we can also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get out.
And now here is another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Smith. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 8. It brings up 2nd and 2.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.